Welcome to Saxophone Basics. My name is Alex Goff and I'll be your instructor for today. We're going to start talking about the assembly and the parts of the saxophone. And we're going to start at the very top. The first piece we'll be discussing today is the mouthpiece. These are usually made of hard rubber or plastic, and you can get them in different sizes and different facings. Facing describes the way the inside of the mouthpiece chamber is designed. The next piece is the reed, and the reed is just a piece of river cane, usually French river cane, that is shaved into a very thin piece of wood that will vibrate when air is passed across it. And we'll line the reed up on the mouthpiece to where the tips are just barely overlapping. Next, we will place the ligature over the reed and mouthpiece, and you'll notice on your reed, as on mine, there's a little place where the wood is polished and a place where the wood is not. And in the video you might not be able to see this well, but you'll be able to tell better when you are assembling your own instrument. You want to make sure that the ligature falls just below that line, and then tighten the ligature screws down so that the reed doesn't shift when we place pressure on it later with the mouth. This will be very important. The next part of the saxophone that we'll talk about is the neck. And the neck is the crook at the top of the saxophone that creates the bend that allows the mouthpiece to reach the mouth. And here's the neck of our tenor saxophone that we'll be using for our demonstration. The mouthpiece slides over the cork here, and you always want to apply this with a twisting motion. You never want to push it straight on. It can damage the cork severely. The next part of our saxophone is going to be the body, and this is the part of the saxophone that everyone recognizes. And here we will take and place the neck tenon first. This area is known as the tenon. Tenon first into the receiver, and tighten this screw until the neck doesn't move when we put pressure on it. The next part of the saxophone is the neck strap. It's usually worn around the neck and has some sort of adjustment. And there's a hook that goes into this eyelet on the back of the instrument. You want to make sure that any time you pick up your saxophone to play, it is hooked into a neck strap, so that we can avoid dropping the saxophone or accidentally letting go of it, which could wind up with very costly repairs. So that's our first lesson on assembly and the parts of a saxophone. Our next lesson we will deal with initial tone production.